Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Triangles Meditation Group. Today is August 12th, 2024, and we're working today with the theme Triangles as a hierarchical activity, which is dear to the heart of the hierarchy and an aspect of the divine plan. So as we reflect on these statements, we deepen our resolve to do what we can in our own lives in our own way to contribute to the growth and strengthening of the planetary network of triangles. It's said in the teachings of the Ageless Wisdom that the work of triangles underlies all other aspects of the work to be done, and that the origin of this service activity is unique, for it's not the product of human thinking and planning, although of course that planning and thinking are essential in keeping the work vital and alive, but rather this work was brought forth from the hierarchy itself, and the formation and consistent functioning of the network is endorsed by the hierarchy. As we know at this time in particular, there are many activities that find their source through various gradations of hierarchical impression. But my understanding is that triangles is somewhat different, and that it was given directly by a member of the hierarchy, and even is an activity that is recognized and held close to the heart of the hierarchy, the Christ himself. One wonders how many other human activities hold such a position. And while the originating source of the triangle's work emanates from a high place, it doesn't necessarily follow that its structure as it works out within the human kingdom should be hierarchical in nature. We're told that the expansion of the triangle's network doesn't come about through any major planning or orchestrated campaigns. Rather, the expansion of the network belongs primarily in the hands of Triangle's members themselves. The Tibetan has stressed the organic nature of this work and that its growth is based on Triangle's members reaching out to form new triangles. Therefore, the responsibility for the growth and sustainability of the network depends upon all of us here today, as well as upon all other Triangle's members throughout the world. We have to learn how to grow the network, how to strengthen it, not in any evangelical spirit, for spiritual work cannot be forced, but rather by learning how to share the idea of the network in a way that reaches others where they are and in a manner suited to today's world, and to hold out to others the opportunity to serve. In the earlier days of the Triangle's work, there was more emphasis placed on what was called the key member of the triangle. This key member was the individual who initiated the formation of the triangle. And perhaps today we might want to consider a little more fully, what is the responsibility of this key member? In the past, this individual took on the responsibility of helping new members to learn about the work and to keep in touch with them and to make sure that the practice was being steadily held. With present-day technology, this becomes easier to do, but there is also a fine line that needs to be established so that the work maintains a needed impersonality and people's privacy is not overstepped, while perhaps also using the technology with new people to help keep the work vital and alive. Each triangle group must find their own manner of working. To work effectively in triangles, each of us also holds the daily responsibility of strengthening contact with our own soul. Through this means, we aid in establishing those conditions within consciousness which let in the light. Then, through that light, our minds begin to open to an even greater light, and a deepened understanding grows, as does the ability to let that light shine forth as we point the way and clear the path for others. Moving away from fear, we can give people this powerful tool of the daily practice, offering them the opportunity to help quell the troubled waters and the raging fires of our world, rather than being subsumed by them. Triangle, as stated, is an aspect of the plan. And although we can only sense the vague outlines of that plan, the intention of the triangle's work dovetails with the long-term intentions which are and will be working out over eons of time. Plan dovetails with one of the primary aims of the triangle's work, which is to contribute to making our planet sacred. As we know, planet Earth has not yet achieved that state of sacredness, sacredness being aligned with a planetary life that is surrounded by an etheric web composed of triangles, where a non-sacred planet, such as our Earth, is as yet surrounded primarily by a network of squares. But since we know that on the inner planes, our planet has already established that sacredness, we're simply participating in the ability to precipitate that sacredness, to merge within the inner reality with the outer world and bring that sacredness into manifestation. And this aligns with the plan, which we're told has been a plan held within the consciousness of our planetary logos ever since he first came to our planet. It's related to lofty goals, such as the establishment of a subjective synthesis, a telepathic interplay, which will eventually annihilate time. The plan will make available to all people all past achievements, all knowledge, and will make us all the master of the brain-mind connection. The enormity of these tasks, this plan, enables us to see that while many aspects of the plan are working out in the world today, even if only faintly, all of the present aspects are rather temporary in nature, for humanity keeps moving, keeps evolving. And they're limited to this particular time. But the work of triangles and its goal is different. It's an immense, long-term undertaking in alignment with making the planet sacred. Therefore, it will surely be part of our spiritual lives moving forward in coming centuries, in new manifestations of ourselves. We will work with deepened understanding, and each new age will surely bring in with it a new world's prayer, just as the Lord's Prayer governed for the Piscean age, and the Great Invocation governs this Aquarian age. There is no reason why these coming prayers will not be utilized in conjunction with a type of triangular visualization work. Today we work under the influence of Leo, a sign in which the keynote of alignment is highlighted. Within the human being, this energy fosters alignment between personality, soul, and eventually spirit. Planetarily, it fosters alignment between humanity, hierarchy, and Shambhala. In the macrocosm, the alignment is established between the three suns, the physical sun, the heart of the sun, and at this time perhaps reflective of the royal star Regulus in the heart of the lion, and then on to the central spiritual sun, which could be aligned with the great star Sirius, which becomes particularly available as an open door on the full moon, which occurs next Monday. This creates an alignment of heart centers in which the Christ stands as the Syrian initiate and holds the direct point for the anchoring of these energies on our planet. Triangles workers, constituting part of the heart center of the new group of world servers, has the opportunity and the responsibility to transmute the inpouring energies and pour them forth as light and goodwill upon the world. So now let's work with our brief visualization, which is a reflection on the great invocation. So let's begin by linking in thought as a group soul, as a point of love and light with all people throughout the world who are taking part in this triangle service work. And now let's visualize the world situation as best we can and see people everywhere glowing with a dim light, and here and there, points of brighter light, where men and women of goodwill and spiritual intention and loving hearts are working for their fellow human beings. And now, using the creative imagination, let's visualize the vivid light of the spiritual kingdom streaming towards humanity and slowly merging with the light which is already within humanity. We sound the first stanza of the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. And now let's ponder upon the reappearance of the coming world teacher and realize that no matter by what name he may be called in the many world religions, he's still the same great identity. Reflect and speculate upon the possible results of his appearance. We sound together the second stanza of the Great Invocation. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May the coming one return to earth. Endeavor to concentrate our fixed intention to serve and to spread love in our surroundings, and realize that insofar as we can do these things, we are blending our personal will with the divine will. We sound the third stanza. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide all little human wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. We take a moment to dedicate the threefold group personality to the work of preparation and the working out of the divine plan. Om. So now today, Instead of our usual invitation to a guest presenter, prior to our closing meditation, we're going to break up into small breakout rooms where we hope that you will have the opportunity to share some of your thoughts on the theme today of the triangle's work as a hierarchical activity, an aspect of the divine plan and dear to the heart of hierarchy, and also to share any thoughts that you might have as to how each of us in our own lives can work a little more to strengthen and increase the network of triangles. If you have any ideas that you might like to share, and if we receive any ideas, we will present a small paper to distribute to the group so that all of you can share in these ideas. And we'll come back together into large groups afterwards. And any of you can raise your hands and share some of the thoughts and ideas that you might have. And either through raising your hand or putting them in the chat box. So now we're going to go into our breakout rooms, and we'll see you in a few minutes back in the main room.
Right there. There, you're unmuted now.
Oh, okay.
In fact, they can hear you. When you see that green thing going up and down, it's unmuted. Did we lose the voice?
Do I press that?
No, that just means it's being recorded. You can click it.
Hello. Can anyone hear me? Hi.
We can hear you.
Hi, how are you? My name is Jadelsi and I am from New York City. And yeah, I'm in this group. I got kicked out of another group and I had to log back in. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're part of the group also, but we can't hear anybody talking.
No, because they have to go to their device settings and give permission to the Zoom application to the microphone. And a lot of people don't know that. I had to do that and I got kicked out, but now I'm back.
Can you hear them? We can't hear them.
No, I only hear you guys. I see that they're muted though. You see that their devices are muted. But where are you guys from?
Glastonbury, Connecticut.
Nice to meet you. What is your name? I can't see
Rose,
you, that's why.
Rose Zeus.
Hi, Rose. I'm Jadelsi. I'm from New York City. I work here at headquarters at Arcane School. Yeah.
How nice. I love this work. I really very dedicated to it, and I feel badly when I have to miss a day. But it's just I just look, and I look forward to the monthly meetings, but as well as doing the triangles work.
Yeah, I feel the same. I started, doing the triangles work about 2 years ago, and it really helped me ground the understanding of the ageless wisdom in a way that I could introduce it to other people who are not, that into the ageless wisdom.
Yes.
It's a great activity to bring people into, more, I guess, more esoteric studies, but not too fast.
Yes. And also I feel as though it really makes me feel more connected.
I agree. I remember when we were having the meetings every Monday, I feel like we were even more connected.
Yes. Yes, I miss that.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's hard on the people presenting.
Right. No, the decision was made. Headquarters knows why, and it was just to be fair to every center, so everyone can have the ability to participate in the service and in the work fairly, since we have
Sure.
multiple offices.
Sure. But I still miss it.
Oh, me too. Listen, I work here and I miss it, and I sometimes want to, bring it up again, but I gave up. I gave
Yes,
up. I take the once a month, and we all revitalize our links and link up again, and our triangles
absolutely.
will stay potent that way. But every
Absolutely.
Monday, I feel like the energy was more, it flowed better.
Absolutely. Yes, I do too. Yes.
Hello from the Hudson Valley, New York.
Hi.
It's really nice to connect with all of you. I used to do the work. I'm a senior citizen 45 years ago, all alone in the Catskill Mountains. So this is very nice.
Wow.
I am getting.
Sorry, you cut off a little bit. The last sentence.
Oh, I said thank you. I've become a friend of technology.
We have to.
It used to be I'd have to go into New York City, but I didn't do it that often. But thank you for the service and everything you're doing. It's wonderful.
No, thank you. Thank you all as well.
Yes.
Part of I'm lucky enough to work here at headquarters, but ideally anywhere I'm at, I always do the work. I always contribute to, you know, the mental, spiritual realm. I know that we are all always united regardless.
Right.
Yes, and that feels so good.
Right. So do you ladies have any do you want to share any ways that you share the triangles work with people who aren't into the ageless wisdom?
I I would say I don't share it. I don't share it openly, but I do full moon meditations. I'm connected with groups in Ojai, California, London, not through Lucis, but it's all connected.
Right,
Um,
of course. Other esoteric schools
right. And
and
it's
companies.
incredible how I mean, it's incredible how I connected with Lucis Trust before the internet. You know, you meet. So it's all been synchronicity for the past 45 or 50 years, how we would run into each.
It's a beautiful thread that we all share.
So
Incredible.
I have to believe something is going on, you know.
It
Yes.
definitely is. It isn't all coincidence. It's all a
No, no,
beautiful
no. I
science.
mean, I remember reading an Alice Bailey book, you know, many years ago, and then suddenly I met somebody who told me about the Lucis Trust in New York and the Psychosynthesis Institute in Italy and Roberto
Oh yes, he's an incredible disciple.
Azzaioli. I studied there. He was one of the people in Letters to the Disciple and not under his. I mean, it's all sort of connected. You know, it
It
took
is.
to
It is.
see the Matrix, to see, oh my goodness, all this.
How many years you said?
I would say from 50 years. 50, oh my
The
God.
picture
I'm
just keeps
feeling old.
expanding.
I feel like very, very old. Yes.
No, you're not. No, you're
Seven,
listen.
early 70s.
That just means you have a lot of wisdom to share. That doesn't mean
No,
you're old.
also, I feel when I was searching, ideas would drop into my head and I would find bookstores like Weiser's in New York. And I have to think that the people like us who were meditating and doing triangles and all of that were sending out seed thoughts to young people like me who were receiving them. So I feel that's what I'm doing. People, you know, somewhere
I,
people are getting, the seeds are getting planted.
of course, and I actually have to agree with you 100%. I feel that for me it has also happened in the same manner, and I just follow, you know, certain impressions, and I'm taken to the right place, to the right people, and I'm able to be of service.
Right.
It's a beautiful science. Does anyone else want to share with us? Hello.
You know, one of the things, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes.
Okay. One of the interesting things when I read Telepathy in the Ether, you know, some of the Bailey books that were written in the 30s, right? Or trans
Right.
received in the 30s. And she's talking about us. She's talking about the future. I mean, I wasn't even born, you know. And
Right.
it's incredible. I feel like my lineage. It's a very interesting way to look at some of when she writes to her disciples or things that are in the book about the future, and we are the future. So I assume there's another future beyond us. Um, so that's how I see the triangles and the work expanding exponentially.
Right. It's like past seeds that were left for us, and we who are in awakened conscious now are able to actually bring it forth and complete the next phase of the work, you know, for the
Right. I
future
mean, I read
humanity.
and I go, "Oh, is she talking about me? Am I going to be born, you know, in 15 years?" Yeah. So I find that really reassuring.
It is a beautiful work of I call it art as well. Obviously it's literature, but it's just incredible if you
Right.
really want help and want guidance, the books are our tools for sure. They're incredible.
Right.
A lot
Time
of, yeah,
traveling.
go ahead,
I
sorry.
think of it as time traveling in our work.
It is. That's a good way to look at it also.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like temporary vessels for our
Right,
traveling.
right, right.
Are you able to see me by any chance or no? I'm just curious. I don't know.
I can see you.
Oh, okay.
I'm too shy. I don't want to put my face there. I haven't combed my hair.
Oh, it's okay. That's the best way to be anyways.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Let me see. Let me see. Yes. Hi.
Hi, everyone. I think we're all
Hi,
back now.
because
I think,
our
hi,
breakout group stopped, and then I ended up in your
Michael, there's a
breakout group.
group still open that I'm
I
hearing.
got it.
nope, we're all in the same group now. So, yep, we're all back.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe, Kathy, maybe if we could have everybody mute their mics
Yeah.
and then we'll just go back to our normal, because we have such a large group, we'll go back to our normal procedure of prompting people to unmute for our group
Okay.
discussion. If that's all
Okay.
right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. I visited a few groups and there were some really nice comments made. So now we're to the section of our work today where, if anybody wants to share any further thoughts with the wider group, you can raise your hand or you can type a comment into the chat box. But it's nice to hear audibly for some people. And then we will close with our final meditation. So I see Santana Star. If you could unmute your microphone.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say in our group, there was a concern about people that were inactive.
Mm-hmm.
And it was thought that it was important to write to your triangle members every so often to make sure they still wanted to do the triangle, and we're doing it. But that said, it came up in conversation that you had said that even if the members weren't active, the triangle still existed. So I was wondering if you could maybe elaborate more on that.
Yeah, I was actually in your group when that was said.
When that was said.
And if I said that, that was an incorrect statement. So I'm sorry if I said it.
Right.
Probably on some level, like maybe on the etheric level, it might be the case because those lines of relationship are still there. But we advise if you're not in touch with your triangles workers, and particularly if they have deceased, one of them has deceased, that triangle is no longer active. So I'm glad you brought that up because, that isn't my understanding. But I might have said it, but it's not true. So, yeah.
Well, the other really important part of it is the great invocation and saying the great invocation, sounding the great invocation from as high a level as you can. At least the soul, if not the triad, the spiritual triad, and really connecting with hierarchy and Shambhala when you're saying it. All right, thank you.
Thank you. So we have any other hands raised? Anyone would like to share something from your group? We'd like to hear from you. As I said, if there's some interesting comments that you want to send into the group, please do so. Oh, here's a few more hands raised. Heather, can you unmute?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Hi. We talked about a few things in our groups, and one of which was about what to do if you've not, the same thing the previous group did. But Also, there was an email or a link came through a few weeks ago, call to esoteric groups in preparation for 2025, from community at 2025initiative.org. It's about it's preparation for 2025, and it's about how groups can come together more and have unity in preparation for 2025, because that's going to be really important how we work together effectively. And it's very exciting because it's actually coming up between the 17th and 21st of August, so it starts in 5 days. So I think it was actually a link in a previous Triangles webinar. I didn't write down, unfortunately, where it is, but I've had this pinned to my wall now for weeks, and the closer it gets to this, the more excited I am, and it feels important. So I thought I would share that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's in relation to the Leo full moon,
Yeah.
Which is an important alignment to work with. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lucelle, could you unmute?
Yeah. In our group, it was felt that that this might be a really important time for the work of Lucis Trust and Triangles, because there's so much hunger in the world for answers and for evolution. And so it's kind of opportune that this question comes up at this time. So one suggestion was that maybe the Lucis Trust can arrange for a day and a place when, all the members would have invited their friends selectively, very selectively, to join Triangles. And the new people can come to that place alongside older members, and there can be an orientation or an I guess orientation to the work of Triangles at a particular spot. And people who are not able to attend can join on Zoom. So this can be one great collective day on which the work of Triangles can be shared. And that would be a very useful way of recruiting new members.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for those thoughts. It's an interesting idea. Thank you so much, Zella.
Yeah.
Brad?
Thanks, Kathy. I only attended one group, but I thought it worked really well. And I hope the Trust will consider doing something like this ongoing. Not necessarily every month, but it worked well.
Thank you. It's good to have feedback. Thank you so much. Jen.
Hey, Kathy. Sorry, my camera's not working. I assume you can hear me?
Yes.
Great. First of all, I really love that idea of having a day and time to bring in new members to introduce them in a setting that is made for them. But what I wanted to say is the group that I was in, we had a great discussion about many things, but one of which was how we all handle having more than one triangle, and how it how we manage it, whether or not we actually say the great invocation for each of the triangles we have, or if we kind of combine them into one after visualizing each triangle vividly. So that conversation happened, and maybe that's something to consider for a future talk.
Yeah. Thanks, Jen.
Yeah.
We have one more hand raised. So after that, we will have to go into our final meditation. But Harold, could you unmute your mic? Harold, did you want to share? Perhaps he raised his hand erroneously. So now then, why don't we just take a moment to go into our meditation, our closing meditation. So Michael, could you move the screen to, okay, thanks so much.
Kathy, maybe we could ask everyone to turn their videos off too for this.
Yeah, if we could all turn off our videos.
Part, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So let's come together as a group unity on the mental plane. And we identify as a soul with the world group functioning through 3 planetary centers: London, Geneva, and New York. Visualizing ourselves as a triangle of light. And now we extend our identification through the soul to the new group of world servers, to the hierarchy, to the Christ at heart of hierarchy, and to the triangle of energy standing behind the Christ. Identify the center Shambhala, the center of purpose and power. Recognize the synthesis of 3 streams of cosmic energy within Shambhala, where the will of God is known, using the dedication. In the center of the will of God I stand. Naught shall deflect my will from His. I implement that will by love. I turn towards the field of service. I, the triangle divine, work out that will within the square and serve my fellow men. Visualize a network of lighted triangles underlying the entire outer world of physical life and events. See the network linking all triangle units and relating all points of light throughout the world. See the network relating the world of spiritual realities, the hierarchy, to the world of experience, humanity, acting as a channel of distribution within humanity for the spiritual energies pouring through the hierarchy. See the network transforming the planetary etheric vehicle to receive and circulate the energies of the soul and the triad, will, love, and light. Realize that the energies of light, love, and the will to good evoked by all triangles workers, pulsating through the planetary network of triangles, and that they're having an inevitable effect within the three worlds, mental, emotional, and etheric, of human evolution, lifting human consciousness, helping to create the path of light for the feet of the Christ. Reflect on the purpose, function, and right development of the triangles network as a hierarchical activity. Blended with the group, stand with positive intent as a station of radiant light within the network of light and goodwill. sound the adapted great invocation, directing the triple energies through the triangles network and throughout the consciousness of humanity. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May the coming one return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide all little human wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Thank you.